So yeah, I finished Sonic Frontiers. The story to be precise, not the full game at 100%. And I want to give a huge shout out to SEGA, especially Katie, for sending me a review copy of the game so I can make this video today. I really appreciate that. I know that this is like a big opportunity to be able to do that, so yeah. This is basically my impression video mini review of Sonic Frontiers without any spoilers. We were under embargo until today, so you'll see a lot of reviews appearing from journalists and stuff. Personally, I can show you basically what you've already seen in Sonic Frontiers trailers or in demos at various events like Gamescom, to the Game Show, etc. I think I'm just gonna run around Kronos Island and Ares Island, maybe show you guys one or two cyberspace levels, but that's it. I really recommend you to play the game blind tomorrow and discover all aspects of the game at the same time, like the islands, the gameplay, the music, etc. Or if you're just planning on watching videos about the game, tomorrow my blind playthrough comes out, so I hope you are excited for that. Well, I guess I could start by talking about the story a little bit, because I can't really say much without spoiling anything, because you know, the whole marketing around the story of Sonic Frontiers was that mysterious mood where you and Sonic doesn't know what's going on and stuff. But I can say that I really enjoyed the story, like it's way better than everything we've got from the past decade maybe, like since Sonic Unleashed. There is lore, yes, lore in my Sonic game. I liked the serious tone, especially the new voice direction of the English cast. There is a bunch of references from past games, a few jokes, but they are not cringe like 𝗹𝗶𝗸𝗲 level. There is some wow moments. Yeah, in general, I think this is a great story, and I guess we can thank 𝗹𝗶𝗸𝗀 for the good writing this time. Finally. Then I think I want to talk about the graphics in Sonic Frontiers, like graphics, animations, all of that visual graphic stuff. I think they did a very good job with the 𝗹𝗀𝗀𝗀 2. I think it's still the 𝗹𝗀𝗀𝗀 2. Personally, I think it's way better than Forces. And I also think that Frontiers finally beat Sonic Unleashed graphic-wise. Not on the art direction though, that's not the same thing, but I love the realistic approach, the day and night cycle, the weather condition on different islands, everything is very pretty. Also, little bonus, I played the Switch version of Sonic Frontiers. Here's some gameplay. I think it's great. I'm not a game developer, but when I see this game running on Switch, it's impressive to me. I don't know why. Like, yeah, okay, you have lower resolution, a bunch of visual effects are gone, longer loading times, but I didn't get any stutters, any frame drops, it's constant 30 FPS. And yeah, I think if you only have the Switch and if you hesitate to take the game on that platform, I think you should. Okay, when it comes to animation though, like how Sonic and friends move around in cutscenes and stuff, and you have to take my word for that because I can't show you anything yet, at least in cutscenes, but I think it's inconsistent. Like there is some very cool stuff, you know, that Titan cutscene that we saw from different trailers. Sonic is super expressive, the camera angle is great, I love that cutscene. But there is some minor ones where Sonic talks to Amy, for example, and they are barely moving, everything is pretty stiff, their eyes are not moving, etc. They really have that, you know, mascot costume syndrome. So yeah, there is some improvement to do here and there, but I gotta appreciate the tweaking on some animations, like for example the trick system or the falling animation. They have been updated since the IGN gameplay June, and I think they're great now. The HUD or DUI is pretty simple, but in a good way. I think for an open world or an open zone in that case, minimalistic graphics are always the best for the immersion. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. Now I think we should talk about the gameplay, an important part of the game. In general, I think the gameplay feels great, like moving around with Sonic in the open zone, do some puzzles, go to cyberspace, fight enemies. I think this formula is fluid and works well. I love exploring the islands with Sonic, he has great controls, and I'm part of the people who says that momentum isn't very necessary for a Sonic game if Sonic controls well. And it's the case here. It feels so good to finally have a Sonic that can actually turn when boosting, do precise jumps and stuff. Too bad that this feeling doesn't come along in cyberspace. So before playing the game, I heard a lot of negative impressions about the controls in cyberspace, so I was very scared to see for myself, but you know what? Sonic doesn't control as bad as I thought it will be. When you're not boosting anyway. Yeah, so when you boost in cyberspace, Tank Sonic comes back and you can't really turn anymore, and you need to wait for Sonic's base speed to come back to regain control of him, which is really a shame because, again, you have very good controls in the open zone. I get that Sonic Team probably wanted to give the players a feeling of playing a boost game like Sonic Forces or Colors, but at the end of the day, it's just pretty frustrating in my opinion. That doesn't mean they are not fun to play. In fact, I didn't think I'd had so much fun playing Cyberspace. I think it's because of the music. It's like Sonic Forces EDM but better with different styles of EDM music. Like you can have some very chill beats and sometimes literally dubstep. But yeah, it's really cool. And for the controls, I think that, like me, you won't like it too much at the beginning, comparing it to the open zone, but once you get used to it, learning the level design of every stages, I think it's immediately much more fun. Oh, and I didn't talk about the combat. I think it's great, like it's pretty simple, but I don't think Sonic needs a very deep combat gameplay with a huge skill tree. Like, it does the job, it's satisfying, it's flashy, and I love doing combos with different skills. The parry is super OP though, like when you know to do it, like it's over, you're gonna destroy every enemies in the game, even in hard mode. Next, let's see. Okay, I maybe have a few words about the music. It's amazing. I don't want to spoil you anything, but the music during bosses is incredible. It's one of those wow moments I talked about earlier. And yeah, I really like EDM, so I basically love every cyberspace music. And I also appreciate the more calm and mysterious music of the open zone. But yeah, please do me a favor, listen to the OST while playing the game, like when you have every aspect of the game at the same time with the music. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, other than that, I really wish the game was harder for the people who choose the hard difficulty at the beginning of the game. I still think that having infinite rings thanks to the side loop is a bit too OP, you know? And I wish this was disabled in some way with the hard mode. Because when I fight Guardians, for example Squid, here I feel in danger because I'm chasing him. If I get hit, I can't side loop to get rings. So I need to be careful, and I wish I had this feeling more throughout the game. Then there is some stuff I can't say without spoiling the game, so I'm gonna stop here, I think. So overall, Sonic Frontiers has flaws. It's not the perfect Sonic game, of course, but it also has a lot of good things, and I'm happy to say that for me this is a good Sonic game. And now I'm hoping that SEGA will keep this foundation and improve it for the next game. And please don't throw everything away like you did with Sonic Generations, where you mastered the boost gameplay and then you did Sonic Lost World and you basically said the F word to your fans, I don't know. But yeah, don't do that please. And also keep people like in the team, like we need good writers again. It feels so good to finally be intrigued by a Sonic story. But yeah, I think I'm done here. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. A lot of Sonic Frontiers videos are coming on my channel, of course. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I see you guys next time.
Hey!